Yeah, I feel on the whole there's been some really good moments. I look at our games in the Champions Cup and playing Toulon at home and in front of a great crowd, and you know, scoring a bonus point win against them was great. Then doing it again away from home in Toulon, something not many teams do, is go to the Stade Mayol and win. So yeah, I feel like the tail end of the year has been disappointing, but we can't let that define what's on the whole been a really good season. It's been great being back in the Champions Cup. It's where we've really enjoyed playing some of our best rugby this year, and yeah, it's obviously disappointing the way the league's gone, that we won't be involved in that again, but it's given everyone a hunger to work extremely hard and get ourselves back in that top tier of Europe. I also look back at that Munster game as well. Although we came off on the wrong end of it, it was great seeing so many fans and so many fans turn out to that game. And yeah, and I felt we played well in that game, and it's a game that we should have won, and hopefully we'll learn from, and in the future we'll be in a good place to go and win those games. So hopefully we'll have some more memories to come in the future where we can actually do better, and everyone at this club's desperate to push on and start trying to push for silverware and get in the playoffs again from next season onwards, and that's a huge goal for us. And you know, I've been in this club a long time, and I want to win something more than the 1872 Cup. I want to win the league. I want to get like right through to the end of the stages in Europe and see where we can get this club to, because for so long we've not been performing as well as we would like in tables and stuff, and now I feel that we've got as good a chance as any, a good a squad, a good as off-field team as we've ever had, that we can push for silverware, and it's ultimately why I'm still here, is where I want us to get to. Always enjoyed the derbies over Christmas as well. Enjoyed the first game against Glasgow here with 25,000 people, and playing and winning that game was excellent. And there's been loads. I mean, that run we had after November, where we had Newcastle, Glasgow, Montpellier, Toulon, and we managed to win them all. That was brilliant, and yeah, that was a really tough run of games that we looked at, and we managed to win them all. And it just shows that when we get it right, we can compete with the best, and that's really exciting. In the pack, there's boys that have played a lot. You look at Gilco, he does a lot of good work for us, and runs that line out exceptionally well, alongside Ben Toulis as well. Those two have played a huge number of games for us in the second row, and both have been outstanding and do a lot of the good work. Yeah, Bill and Darcy, just to touch on them, they've been brilliant. I've been so impressed with Bill and his desire to keep carrying. We're very lucky to have him. Darcy as well, he just punches well above his weight, and it's a very exciting prospect for this club to be, you know, getting hold of over at least the next couple of years. I know he cares a lot about the club as well, so yeah, he's a great one to have on board. Also, just the boys who maybe aren't as fortunate to play as much. You know, some boys have played a lot this year, and some boys haven't played very little. But the attitude to come in and train all the time has been great, and the boys that do everything they can to prepare us for the big games and help us train, and even they don't get the reward of playing at the end, you know, they're still coming in and working hard for the good of the team, which is certainly not lost on the players. I said to myself I wasn't going to try and do too much different. Like I said at the start of the year, just try and lead by example and hope others follow, and that's how I feel I play the best. And so that's for me, that's the number one thing that you have to do as a leader, is to make sure you're playing the best you can. So yeah, I've enjoyed leading this team. It's not a hard team to lead. Everyone works really hard. I've never been among a harder working group of players at this club. And boys just get on with it, and they do what's expected of them. It's a really easy job to captain, and also I look around and I've got a lot of leaders around me. I've already mentioned Gilco in the front row, in the pack, but you know, you've got John Barclay and Magnus in the back row there, both very good leaders. In the back, Simon Henry, you know, Jaco and Simon. You know, there's leaders sort of popping up out of nowhere. Christine's another one who's really stepped up into a leadership role this year, which is excellent. So I feel, yeah, my job is to run out first, and that's about it. I think we're a better team now than we were at the end of last season, although the results haven't been as good. I feel as in terms of performance and the players are all better. The systems are more and more ingrained in us now. There's been more continuity. So I feel we're in a great place, and that's why it's been disappointing that we finished poorly and we didn't get what we wanted in terms of the top 3, and we'd love to be training for a quarter final right now, but it's just not the way it is. But we've been there last year, we've had the Champions Cup run this year, we've got hunger and desire to get back to that next year, and everyone will be working hard towards that.